It's a- We're about 10 minutes out. If people can start finding their seats and staying out of the aisles. If people can start finding their seats and staying out of the aisles, please. Yeah.
Just double check.
Yes, I'm gonna. Check 1. Check 2. Check 3. Check 4. Check 5. Okay. Could everyone please be seated? We're about to start. Could everyone please be seated? If I can have everyone be seated.
I'm just gonna get mine out of the way.
Good morning. I am Nora Baston, the Superintendent of the Bureau of Professional Development, and welcome to the graduating ceremony of the Boston Police Recruit Class 6424. May I ask everyone to rise, to please rise as Recruit Class 6424 enters the hall, escorted by the Boston Police Honor Guard and Gaelic column of pipes and drums. Please remain standing for the national anthem sung by Recruit Officer 6424, Officer Odom.
Detail, present, off. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please remain standing while we retire the colors. Thank you, Officer Odom. What an amazing job. I would like to acknowledge those on the stage for the ceremony. Mayor Michelle Wu, Department Chaplains, Ram Rabbi Korf, Reverend Dr. Gregory Groover, and Police Commissioner Michael Cox, along with Captain Dennis Cognivan and Lieutenant Brendan Kelly from the Police Academy. I would like to express our thanks to Gloria Larson, the Executive Director of the Massachusetts Convention Center Authority, and her staff for hosting us today. The staff has been fantastic, and we are once again grateful for their hospitality and support. Please welcome to the stage now Department Chaplain Ram Rabbi Korf for the invocation.
I can't begin to tell you what a pleasure and honor it is to participate in events like this, which are the happiest events in the life of our city. Let us pray. Dear Lord, in this unprecedented time of challenge and upheaval in our country and around the world, we ask your blessings on those gathered here this morning, on those who are about to take a holy oath as peace officers and enter into a service to our city, a commitment to our people, which demands their wholehearted dedication. As these men and women today assume responsibility for the exercise of power in the preservation of peace and protection of our city and community, may they be conscious of your power and your protection, O Lord, that in the rigors of their duties and the pressures of the moment, these new officers will know and feel in their hearts and minds and souls the wonder and the grace and the protection of your peace and guidance, O Lord. We ask that you bestow upon them and their families and our entire Boston Police Department, elected officials and leadership, the blessing of the ancient priest as recorded in the Bible. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord shine his face upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his face unto you and grant you peace. May this be God's will, and let us say, amen.
Thank you, Rabbi Korf. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Mayor, Michelle Wu, for remarks.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much to Superintendent Baston. Thank you to Grand Rabbi Korf for that beautiful invocation. And of course, to all of those who made today possible. Our incredible commissioner who leads the country and just hosted the largest convening of law enforcement officers in the world right here in Boston over the last several days. To all of the chaplains, to the Boston Police Academy staff, to our command staff, captains, and active duty officers, thank you for what you do every single day. I'm always grateful anytime I have the honor of sharing a stage with those who keep our city safe. And not only are we proud to mark the progress that Boston continues to make, but the beacon that we are nationally. It is clear by the numbers, by the anecdotes from those around the country who are visiting, by every measure, Boston is the safest big city in the country. But that is not a claim that we make while resting back or sitting back. Our city's safety is a community effort. The commissioner is always the first to remind us that the record lows that we are seeing in crime and violent crime in particular isn't something that any one individual or group of individuals can take credit for. It takes everyone in our community, and most of all, it takes the diligent leadership of each and every one of our officers. Not a day goes by in our city where the commissioner isn't updating me on some of the most important events that are happening under the careful watch of his leadership and his team. Not an hour goes by in our city without our officers responding to emergency calls that make all the difference in someone's life for their entire lives to come. And not a minute goes by in our city without the careful protection and service of our officers across every corner of Boston for our community members. You all are the foundation of the work that makes it all possible. And so I want to thank the families, friends, and loved ones who are here today who have made it possible for these recruits to step into their leadership. Thank you for your service and sacrifice right alongside them. And thank you for making it possible for the city of Boston to benefit from their leadership. Please, one round of applause for all the family members and friends who are here. This is a job that demands so much, and being able to get up and put on that badge and step out that door requires having so much to give of yourself, of your full heart, and the people who stand there with you. And so thank you for being what fills up our officers and being what is their place to land safely at home. And to recruit class 6424, thank you and congratulations. You all, as I understand, have already been put to work staffing the IACP conference and the Major Chiefs Conference, showing off Boston's best face to the 17,000 law enforcement officers who were in town. And you've already been at work throughout your training in our community centers, at our events, right alongside our residents. Each of you brings something special and important to the job. Thank you to the 27 of you who are extending your legacy of service, having already served in the National Guard, the Army, the Navy, or the Marine Corps. Thank you to the 25 of you who have signed up to serve this city, our city, even though your hometowns are an ocean away. Thank you to the 12 of you who knew early on that this line of work was your calling and came to us through the Boston Police Cadet Program. And thank you to all 123 of you representing every single one of Boston's neighborhoods for signing up to be the ambassadors, mentors, peacemakers, and community builders that the Boston Police Department expects every single one of our officers to be. I know that all of you know what it means to be a part of Boston's first and finest. But I want to recognize the incredible work and the high standards that our department continues to push for and hold ourselves to. Not only have we distinguished ourselves when it comes to the data on safety and how much progress there has been locally and nationally, but even in the places and the opportunities there are to keep making progress, we're setting new standards. The city signed a contract with our police officers, for example, that set national precedents. Now, collective bargaining can be complicated, and it's a give and take, and both sides in that conversation came away with hard-fought progress. This contract will make our city stronger for decades to come, from securing the cost of living increases and education incentives and recruitment and retention incentives that our officers deserve to grow their careers, support their families, and be able to make all of their lives sustainable in our city. But most remarkable of all, our officers in Boston voted overwhelmingly to hold themselves to the highest of standards, foregoing arbitration for offenses that should prevent people from wearing a badge in the first place, and we are the first police department in the country to do so. You are joining a community that is committed to living its values as the very best of the best. And that tells you everything you need to know about the organization that you are now a part of. And it tells us everything we need to know about all of you. You are the kind of leaders who work hard and fight and make sacrifices and are willing to risk your lives for the opportunity to join a community where the expectation to be the best possible version of yourself is clear and constant. Our residents are so lucky to be in the care of a community like you. So thank you for your courage, for your selflessness, for your love of our city, and for your dedication to making Boston the best possible home for each and every one of us. Congratulations, Class 6424.
Thank you, Mayor Wu. Next, we're going to have remarks from Police Commissioner Michael Cox, followed by the oath of office.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I want to welcome Mayor Wu, department clergy, our elected city officials, our Boston Police Command staff, our officers, civilians, and of course the graduating officers and their families and loved ones that are here with us today. We want to thank you all for joining us this morning. Public safety is about building trust and partnerships, and there's no greater partner since I've been appointed than Mayor Wu to the police department and certainly myself. She's here with us today, clearly in a pregnant state for a very long, certainly ceremony, and I know my wife complained quite a bit about standing on her feet, but she is a trooper in some way, so I'm going to try to make sure we get you a stool or something like that during the ceremony, because we have 123 officers to take pictures with, and so I want to make sure you make it through to be our mayor for some time to come here. So, you know, since my appointment, she has been, you know, certainly a leader for our city, but certainly a leader to me, and I'm just so proud that she appointed me the 44th Commissioner of the Police Department, and I'm forever thankful to lead this great police department and the men and women that serve it, and now this new academy class of today. So thank you so much, Mayor. Congratulations, Recruit Class 6424, and welcome to the Boston Police Department family and the City of Boston's family. Your hard work and dedication over the past 6 months has brought you to this day. We are proud of you, and you should be proud of yourselves. You've done a job well done, and I just want to thank you for that right now, again. The mayor has already acknowledged certainly your loved ones, but I want to take another moment to do it again, and I offer you the opportunity to clap for your loved ones that have helped supported you through this academy class, because without support, none of us could do the jobs that we do. So, class. The leadership and staff of the Boston Police Academy under Superintendent Bastian have prepared you to be officers. Let's give them a round of applause for all the work and dedication that they've given. This job is not easy, but I believe this noble profession gives us all the opportunity to help people, change lives, and make this city a better place. Our department's goal is to build trust through shared understanding and partnership with our residents, our businesses, thus making this a better place to live. We need to keep them informed and listen to what they believe our priority should be. When they engage with us in public safety as our partners, it's better for all of us. It's better for the city. As we build relationships with the community, each interaction is an opportunity to build trust. And the expectation is every police officer in our department, with each interaction, should be building trust. This happens with individuals and families and organizations. Your training in the academy has taught you how to safely and respectfully and constitutionally enforce laws. But just as importantly, we have to also keep our hands on community policing training, as your academy has taught you with the curriculum that we have. Class 6424 has practiced community engagement firsthand with each component of the academy training. You spent time and engaged with the very young and the oldest residents across our city. You've coached kids at No Books, No Ball, worked with Martin Richards Foundation's inclusion programs, helped sort and set up thousands of donated items from Salvation Army and the Boston Celtics back-to-school backpack and winter coat giveaway. You've assisted the neighborhoods and communities in so many different ways, and even have helped with Taekwondo classes in communities, and visited countless other events and danced with our city's oldest residents. With this training and experience, I can honestly say that the police officers of Class 6424 that you see sitting before you are both the future and the now of policing in Boston. With this training and experience, this class graduating today, as they appear before you, are not just recruit officers as the traditional sense, but they come before you today as probationary police officers. You see, we needed them a little early to help serve our city, and they all rose to the occasion, impressing not only myself, but as the mayor mentioned before, but seasoned police professionals and leaders from all across the world. Boston was home to 2 national and international police conferences this past couple of weeks, and these newest members of the Boston Police Department were the face of the city and the police department to many of these visitors that were here. This professional development conference are significant for public safety. They help the profession grow and evolve by bringing the best of public safety ideas, practices, and techniques together in the form, design, and learning and growth of the profession. The tens of thousands who attended also present an opportunity for the city for economic growth. The entire week, we had police chiefs and leaders in law enforcement from all over the world telling me and all our department members that they could see how clean and safe Boston was and how they felt about the police officers here in this city and how it made them proud and how they felt as far as feeling safe. As a class, you were friendly, engaging, and not only kept people safe, but you made them feel safe. We're living in a world today right now where people don't necessarily feel too safe, that there are actually people out there trying to make us feel more anxious. The badge you represent is not only about public safety, but it's also here to make people understand that we are here to provide public safety and to keep them safe and to help them feel safe. It's a symbol of a great deal. You all honored our department by certainly doing that during the last couple of weeks during this convention, and I'm forever grateful for that. Because law enforcement officials, and I say this sincerely, were almost in tears with the pride that they had in seeing you all looking good, being sharp, being respectful, friendly. There's a lot of law enforcement agencies in this country, and yet they looked out and said, you have something special here. And I'm sure that what I'm saying resonates with you, because I'm sure each and every one of you all were told that while you were out there doing that. That is community policing, and you are quite good at that. So this success reinforced the viability of a new deployment strategy and plan that your class will be taking a part of. As a group, you'll be deployed as community interaction squads in areas of the city that could use additional resources and public engagement to help reduce crime and fear of crime. You will be highly visible, focused on community engagement and problem solving to help model the way for the Boston Police Department. Our city is safe. We are enjoying historic low numbers, particularly in homicide and gun crime. But we always can do better, and gives us an opportunity to address quality life issues of our residents as we continue to build trust with those we serve. In closing, I want to remind you of something that can get lost in all that you do in each and every day in this job. Please take care of yourselves, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Know that as you head out to protect our residents, our streets each day, that your efforts are making a difference, and that the Boston Police family are always here to support you, as well as your regular family. Rely on your training that you have received at the Academy, and keep yourselves in our family, right? I am so proud of you all. I can't describe to you the number of people that have sent me notes and words of encouragement. And our hope is that we're going to create a compilation of all of the different words of support for each and every one of you all to put out and post publicly on our internet site for the work that you did. But I'm even more excited for the work that you're about to do upon squaring in and starting to actually be deployed throughout our city. The residents need you. You're well-trained. You're already very good. And we look so forward to seeing you out there. So remember to take time with your family, your friends, practice self-care, stay connected to the things and the people that you love. Doing these things will enhance your ability as officers, increase the likelihood that you'll always stay great people. I look forward to seeing you in the coming days and years, and I want to say congratulations to you and your families once again. Officer Murphy, it's now my honor to deliver the oath of office. Repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I will obey all department rules and regulations with integrity and the best of my ability, and will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon me as a police officer with the Boston Police Department. Congratulations.
Thank you, Commissioner. Please welcome to the stage the President of Recruit Class 6424, Officer Perry, for her remarks.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Academy Class 6424, I'd like to welcome you all again to this incredibly special occasion. My name is Tanaya Perry, and I had the privilege to serve as our class president. Today is a day of celebration. It marks in finality our journey through the Police Academy to present day. It is a day of recognition of our relentless efforts and training that has allowed us the privilege of joining the first, and might I add, the finest police department, Boston Police Department. Now, I'll do my best to share a glimpse into the realities of life and what it was like during our time at the Academy. It's a story of transformation, one that began 165 days ago. When people ask me what the training was like, I usually have the same general response. It's an experience. It is uniquely exciting and terrifying. Day one is unlike any other because unless you've been through military training, you have no idea what is in store for you. It isn't easily explained because of the complexities of the challenge it presents. You are expected to move as one starting week one. You're expected to ensure you're meeting the standard while also helping to ensure your fellow classmates meet it, all without knowing more than the shape of the back of their head in formation. You had to keep your bearings. You could be tired, but you couldn't look tired. And concepts like personal space don't exist. You're sweating before, during, and after hygiene. You're racing out of the doors with a stack of books, your water bottle, and hat in one arm, and down the hallways and stairs to class on a wing and a prayer. The field workouts, the hill runs, climbing the mountain, the little baby runs, you see it? We ran on many days on what felt like fumes, and we studied for countless hours for those exams. A lot of hard work, sweat, tears, and Form 26s went into it. There is one day in particular that I know my classmates and I won't soon forget. It was Thursday, April 4th, 2024. That day you could see your breath and you could feel the cold in your bones. We were standing as close to one another as possible just to generate body heat. It was still a day of training, but it felt more like a day of reckoning. It was a day that you had to dig deep and know that you had the mental fortitude to get through the workout. In the end, we had trudged through nearly 75 yards of mud that was found its way through every single layer of our clothing. We pulled ourselves up out of the mud and ran uphill with legs that felt so heavy, like cement blocks were tied to it. After hygiene, we made our way into the classroom. It was pretty quiet in the class that day. And after enduring that, I believe we as a class could get through any day moving forward. That day bonded us, and it was the start of something new. It was like the wolves came and went, but we were still standing. And then there was the infamous spray day. To be truthful, I don't know how to explain spray day. Have you ever been cutting onions and you had to stop to give yourself a rest because your eyes were on fire? You know that feeling, right? It was like cutting onions, like a bag of onions with no breaks, like forcing yourself to finish really spicy food. Like the pain is something you never forget and you hope to never experience again. I think some of you may be hearing this and thinking to yourselves, no thank you. I'll pass, and that's fair. Because truly the question always is, why do it? Why go through the long nights, early mornings, and the strenuous physical conditioning and training, the hours of arduous studying. Why willingly accept and even embrace that? And the answer is simple: because it's worth it. It was challenging, but much like anything worth having, it was necessary. The past 7 months were filled with peaks and valleys, but the purpose behind the design became clearer as time went on. The refinement of our knowledge and understanding laid the foundation. When storms come, houses built on solid foundation do not fall. But the rigors of the academy are not only physical. The academic portion of the academy was demanding. We attended class daily and were tested across 7 subjects simultaneously. We took weekly exams and participated in scenario-based training throughout the entirety of the program. With so much hard work, planning, and preparation, I would be remiss to not extend the utmost respect and gratitude to our instructors and our staff. They've poured into us so greatly with their collective wealth of knowledge, insight, and experience. They've molded, trained, and pushed us past our limits. The invaluable instruction provided to us by them has equipped us with the tools, both physical and mental, to prepare us for the challenges ahead. So thank you all for your relentless dedication to our class. You know, much of this profession is based on relationship. The core of who we are as a class is based on relationship. And in that same vein, our relationship with each other and our relationship with the community is foundational. It is a duty of not only protection, but of service. We strive daily to continue the overarching mission, the mission of the Boston Police Department, community policing. Dr. Jordan Peterson explained the value of relationship and its impact as it pertains to community. He said, and I quote, "It isn't only your fate. It's the fate of everyone that you're networked with. You're a node in a network. You'll know at least 1,000 people over the course of your life, and they'll know 1,000 people. That's how you're connected, and the things that you do are like dropping a stone in a pond. The ripples move outward. It means the things that you do matter." As I said earlier, the academy is an experience. You go into it without knowing what awaits you, and you come out forever changed. You feel an immense sense of gratitude. Gratitude for the community, gratitude for the opportunity, and gratitude to your family and friends. Every single day, we as a class dedicated our days of training to those who courageously and admirably serve departments around the country, including our own, who are gone but not forgotten. 6424, may I say, looking out at all of you this morning fills me with immense pride. Many months you championed alongside me as I stepped humbly but fully into this role. I promised you that I would be all in. Someone that you could confidently put your trust in to lead and to be an example. For us to now be here in our blues, preparing to cross the stage, receiving our badge, it all came to fruition just as I had imagined it would. Sharing this moment with you, I will keep with me always. Supporting one another along the journey goes a long way, and I did not get here alone. I was fortunate enough to have the direct support of my fellow class leadership, Officer Vanessa Neves, class secretary, and Officer Lisa Duarte, class treasurer. They were my dream team. Working alongside these incredibly talented and smart women was an absolute pleasure. Going through this process takes considerable effort. There are days and moments that seem insurmountable. But as Nelson Mandela said, and I quote, "It always seems impossible until it's done." I can attest to the fact that we put in the work daily and we got the job done. We fully dedicated ourselves to the process and we were all in. In closing, I would like to say to my classmates, I know I asked a lot of you throughout this process and you guys delivered. But I just have one last request. Please, please remember this moment. You gotta breathe it in, soak it in, leave and let the waves of joy, gratitude, and accomplishment wash over you. I couldn't imagine going through this without you all by my side. You're my platoon, my classmates, my backup, but our journey does not stop here. To the next assignment. And remember, with everything you do, send a message. Thank you.
Thank you, Officer Perry. Very well done. Another round of applause. And thank you to all the officers for your community service efforts and assignments during the IACPT conference. You have already made a positive impact in our neighborhoods and have represented the city and your class favorably with the people we serve and those visiting our great city. Captain Dennis Cognivan, the commander of the Police Academy, will now conduct a special award ceremony.
The Deputy Superintendent William J. Hogan Award, named in honor of a well-respected staff instructor at the Boston Police Academy. This award is presented to the recruit officer who achieves the highest average in the subjects of constitutional law, criminal law, motor vehicle law, and municipal law. This year's Deputy Superintendent William J. Hogan Award is hereby presented to Police Officer Hugh Healy. The Boston Police Academy Academic Achievement Award. This award is given to the recruit officer who ranks first in their class in overall academics. This year's Academic Achievement Award is also hereby presented to Police Officer Hugh Healy. The Detective Earl L. Laird Top Shot Firearms Proficiency Award. This award is presented to the recruit officer who achieves a perfect score on 4 firearm qualification courses. In the event of a tie, recruit officers participate in a shoot-off using smaller targets in a timed course. This year, close to 40 recruit officers achieved a perfect score and thus were entered into a competition to determine the top shot. This year's Detective Earl Laird Top Shot Firearms Proficiency Award is hereby presented to Police Officer Noah Presley. The Boston Police Academy Physical Fitness Award. This award is presented to the recruit officer who achieves the highest assessment score on a 5-part battery of physical fitness testing. The events tested are push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, bench press, and a 1.5 mile run. This year's Physical Fitness Award is hereby presented to Police Officer Andrew Swain. The Sergeant Dennis Simmons Hero Award. The next award is in honor of Sergeant Dennis D.J. Simmons, who passed away unexpectedly 1 year after sustaining a head injury during the manhunt for the Boston Marathon bombing suspects. Sergeant Simmons' family is represented here today with Dennis's uncle, Larry Grant, a Randolph police officer, and Dennis's grandfather, Leonard Grant. This award is presented to the recruit officer who was in the top 20% of his or her class in both academics and physical fitness. Of those who qualify, the Academy staff then vote on whom they believe exemplifies the best attributes of leadership, honor, professionalism, and discipline. This year's Sergeant Dennis Simmons Hero Award is hereby presented to Police Officer Michael Gans.
Thank you, Captain. The Mayor and the Commissioner will now present the certificates to the officers as Lieutenant Brendan Kelly calls each officer and their guest to the stage.
Police Officer Andrew Swain is being pinned by his mother, Nikki Swain. Police Officer Alexandru Jacob is being pinned by his wife, Regine Jacob, and son, Alexandru Jr. Police Officer Hugh Healy is being pinned by his girlfriend, active duty Boston Police Officer Kayla Halloran. Boston Police Officer Richard Theodore is being pinned by his mother, Ketley Altius, and father, Jean Joseph Theodore. Police Officer Juwan Sally is being pinned by his mother, Christine Garner, and girlfriend, Carrie Pimentel. Police Officer Paul Fahey is being pinned by his fiancée, Angelina Machado, and father, Paul Fahey. Police Officer Malton Gomes is being pinned by his son, Mason Gomes, and wife, Kathy Gomes. Police Officer Siobhan Carnell is being pinned by her sister, active duty Boston Police Officer Brianne Carnell, and her father, retired Boston Police Officer James Carnell. Boston Police Officer Ascauri Rosario Garcia is being pinned by his girlfriend, Natalie Avendano, and mother, Garcia. Police Officer Vanessa Neves is being pinned by her boyfriend, active duty Boston Police Officer Odelis Tejeda. Police Officer Greg Kelly is being pinned by his wife, Ashley Kelly, and his daughter, Charlie Kelly. Police Officer Thomas Bennett is being pinned by his mother, Carolyn Bennett, and his father, retired British Army Captain Andrew Bennett. Police Officer Preston Champagny is being pinned by his mother, Rhonda Champagny, and father, active duty Boston Police Sergeant Detective Patrick Champagny, Sr. Police Officer Luis Velasquez is being pinned by his sister, Rebecca Quinones. Police Officer Tyler Mello is being pinned by his girlfriend, Anna Rose Cowan, and mother, Tammy Mello. Police Officer Joshua Palmer is being pinned by his mother, Keisha Palmer, and father, Dwayne Palmer. Police Officer Darnell Pierre is being pinned by his father, Baudelaire Pierre, and mother, Lou Eslene Bruno. Police Officer Gregory Polanco is being pinned by his father, Felix Polanco, and brother, active duty Boston Police Officer Jairo Polanco. Police Officer Jonathan Dean is being pinned by his mother, Cheryl Dean, and brother, active duty Massachusetts Department of Corrections Sergeant Jason Dean. Police Officer Richard Rodavallo is being pinned by his sister, Isla Rodavallo, and girlfriend, Hannah Sullivan. Police Officer Colleen Terrace is being pinned by her mother, Christine Terrace, and father, Richard Terrace. Police Officer Christopher Colon is being pinned by his father, Rudolph Miller, mother, Rafaela Colon, girlfriend, Shanice Hansen, and son, Christopher. Police Officer Devontae Mathurin is being pinned by his wife, Chevonne Mathurin, and son, Xylis Mathurin. Police Officer Matthew Negrelli is being pinned by his mother, Laurie Negrelli, his son, Everett, and his father, Braintree Fire Captain Richard Negrelli. Police Officer Monique Jainarine is being pinned by her brother, active duty Boston Police Detective Antoine Ramos. Police Officer Christian Adams is being pinned by his mother, Stacy Adams, and father, Boston Police Sergeant Detective Danny Adams. Boston Police Officer Stanley Jean is being pinned by his mother, Marie Massonet, and children, Riley, Tristan, and Jaden Jean. Boston Police Officer Monique Carvalho is being pinned by her mother, Clorinda Carvalho, and children, Madison and Mason. Police Officer Alonzo Freeman is being pinned by his mother, Norma Ponce, and niece, Jonare Carey. Police Officer Dauris Batista is being pinned by his mother, Leticia Ramirez Nin, and father, Franklin Batista. Police Officer Jaila Gonzalez is being pinned by her mother, Frances Martinez, and father, Rafael Gonzalez. Police Officer Kimberly Valdez is being pinned by her father, Julio Valdez, mother, Natividad Valdez, and sons, Benjamin and Caleb. Police Officer Wilson Mejia is being pinned by his mother, Johanne Geronimo. Police Officer Ryan Finn is being pinned by his father, Paul Finn, and mother, Diane Finn. Police Officer Victor Londano is being pinned by his wife, Catherine Londano, as well as sons Liam and Andrew Londano. Police Officer Craig Claflin is being pinned by his mother, Suzanne Claflin, as well as father, retired Newton Police Officer George Claflin. Police Officer Christian Rivera is being pinned by his wife, Lisa Torres, his daughter, Mila, and his pastor, active duty Boston Police Detective Joshua De La Rosa. Police Officer Shannon De Leon is being pinned by his spouse, Dorena Wong De Leon, as well as his cousin, active duty Boston Police Sergeant Detective Winston De Leon Sr. Police Officer Michael Goodwin is being pinned by his mother, Tracy Goodwin, as well as his father, active duty Sandwich Fire Department Lieutenant Michael Goodwin. Police Officer Lorena Labor Aguas Vivas is being pinned by her mother, Lucy Aguas Vivas, her husband, Willie Rosado, and her daughters, Catalia and Xiomara. Police Officer Matthew Horan is being pinned by his father, Chuck Horan. Police Officer John Vasquez is being pinned by his fiancée, Michelle Molina, and father, Fernando Vasquez. Police Officer Edson Miranda is being pinned by his father, Irlando Miranda. Police Officer Alex Luna is being pinned by his mother, Sonia Luna, and sister, Jezbel Luna. Police Officer Michael Jimenez is being pinned by his father, Jose Jimenez. Police Officer Matthew Arango Restrepo is being pinned by his father, Diego Arango, and his mother, Monica Arredondo. Police Officer Jennifer Patterson is being pinned by her cousin, active duty Army Sergeant First Class and Boston Fire Department firefighter Demetrius Patterson. Police Officer Matthew Woods is being pinned by Catherine Heatherton. Police Officer Nicholas Rue is being pinned by his mother, Margarita Rue, and girlfriend, Brooke McGeckern. Police Officer Lastasha Bradham is being pinned by her aunt, Diana Bradham, and her brother, retired Master Sergeant, United States Air Force and active duty Boston Police Officer Laquan Bradham. Police Officer Alexandria Heredia is being pinned by her sister Daisy Guerrero and her sister Jazdinaznet Shackford. Police Officer Connor Walsh is being pinned by his wife, Haley Walsh. Police Officer Francisco Rodriguez is being pinned by his father, active duty Boston Police Officer Francisco Rodriguez. Police Officer Romero Fernandez is being pinned by his sister, Isa Fernandez, and son, Jailson Fernandez. Police Officer Tanaya Perry is being pinned by her mother, Thelma Roselle, and fiance, United States Army Captain and Boston Police Sergeant Detective Byron Foote. Police Officer John Tavian White is being pinned by his father, John White, and mother, Tawanda Council. Police Officer Edward Piva is being pinned by his father, Paul Piva, and mother, Mary Piva. Police Officer Nicholas Carafiello is being pinned by Rylan Kiolanui and brother Austin Carafiello. Police Officer Melissa Zawadsky is being pinned by her mother, Michelle Zawadsky, and her nephew, Teddy Long. Police Officer Thomas McDonough is being pinned by his uncle, Robert Murad. Police Officer Argenis Bautista is being pinned by his wife, Annabelle Bautista, and daughter, Ava Bautista. Police Officer Kiana Chavez is being pinned by her mother, Diana Chavez, as well as father, active duty Boston Police Sergeant Joseph Medina. Police Officer Lisa Duarte is being pinned by her son, Mason Bordley, and father, Luis Duarte. Police Officer Ashley Barry is being pinned by her mother, Rocio Barry, and grandmother, Santa Geronimo. Police Officer Michael Gans is being pinned by his girlfriend, retired United States Army Sergeant Elvira Figueroa. Police Officer Manuel Alves is being pinned by his sister, Joanna Alves, and nephew, Ailton Oliveira. Police Officer Wilnay Ledesma is being pinned by his mother, Sandra Arias, and brother, Jonel Ledesma. Police Officer Stephen McLaughlin is being pinned by his mother, Kathleen McLaughlin, and his father, active duty Boston Police Captain Detective Stephen McLaughlin. Police Officer Emmanuel Alves de Pina is being pinned by his mother, Amelia Alves, and his brother, Emilio Alves de Pina. Police Officer Leonela Nunez is being pinned by her mother, Leonidas Cabrera, and niece, Aisha Erica Nunez, as well as her father, Ramon Nunez. Police Officer Nicholas Scheel is being pinned by his mother, Tennille Brenna, and sister, Erin Scheel. Police Officer Dylan Yamin is being pinned by his father, George Yamin, and mother, Susan Yamin. Police Officer Danielle Flores is being pinned by his fiancée, Mariki Zodu. Police Officer Dominic Diuti is being pinned by his mother, Donna Diuti, and his father, active duty Boston at Braintree Fire Lieutenant Michael Diuti. Police Officer Lauren Natarelli is being pinned by her father, Kevin Waters, and her mother, Christine Waters. Police Officer Daniel Yurkovetsky is being pinned by his mother, Natalia Yurkovetsky. Police Officer Antoine King is being pinned by his children, Mason and Chloe, as well as his wife, active duty Boston Police Officer Wendy Lima. Police Officer James Cahill is being pinned by his father, James Cahill, and his mother, Leanne Cahill. Police Officer Noah Presley is being pinned by his mother, Teresa Presley, and girlfriend, Kayla Mullins. Police Officer Craig Van Allen is being pinned by his mother, Elizabeth Van Allen, and his girlfriend, Carmel Eloy. Police Officer Michael Fulham is being pinned by his father, Paul Fulham, and his mother, Suzanne Fulham. Police Officer Ramsey Jean Just is being pinned by his father, Michael Jean Just, and grandmother, Marie Bossuet-Jour. Police Officer Ryan McKinney is being pinned by his fiancée, Samantha Menino. Police Officer Kevin Arroyo is being pinned by his mother, Carmen Arroyo, and father, Daniel Arroyo. Police Officer Andrew Falcon is being pinned by his mother, Danielle Morneau, and his father, Jose Falcon. Police Officer Samuel Hodge is being pinned by his fiancée, Abigail Lee. Police Officer Abby Smigelski is being pinned by her mother, Dana Foti, and father, retired Boston Police Detective Brian Smigelski. Police Officer Kyle Cologne is being pinned by his girlfriend, Kyle Jesse Romulus, and mother, Colleen Cologne. Police Officer Wilson Souza is being pinned by his mother, Alcidia do Rosario, and girlfriend, Ludmila Pinto. Police Officer Brian Jump is being pinned by his father, Rohan Jump, and mother, Avadne Jump. Police Officer Jayla Haywood is being pinned by her mother, retired Suffolk County Sheriff's Department Assistant Superintendent Sylvia Thomas, and her aunt, active duty Boston Police Officer Cynthia Beckford Brewington. Police Officer Tyrone Odom is being pinned by his wife, Leanne Odom, his father, Tyrone Odom Sr., and his mother, Kim Odom. Police Officer Emma Koopman is being pinned by her mother, Christine Lisson, and boyfriend, Kevin Zarnock, Jr. Police Officer Connor Reagan is being pinned by his father, Matthew Reagan, and his mother, Deirdre Reagan. Police Officer Matthew Flaherty is being pinned by his father, John J. Flaherty, and his mother, Mary Flaherty, as well as his brother, active duty Boston firefighter Thomas Flaherty. Police Officer Stephen Hanlon is being pinned by his wife, Aubriana Hanlon. Police Officer Edwin Lopez is being pinned by his wife, Karen Berrio, and his children, Nicole and Dante. Police Officer Brandon Jameson is being pinned by his fiancée, Tanya Forts. Police Officer Darius Holmes is being pinned by his mother, Roxanne Mirage. Police Officer Michael Cleggett is being pinned by his mother, Patricia Orcutt, and his father, Cliff Orcutt. Police Officer Matthew Barry is being pinned by his mother, Lisa Barry, as well as his father, retired Massachusetts State Police Major Michael Barry. Police Officer Kevin Bruin is being pinned by his father, Kevin Bruin, and his mother, Maureen Bruin. Police Officer Kahari Murphy is being pinned by his friend, United States Army veteran, Jailton Texera. Police Officer Mohammed Barry is being pinned by his wife, Binta Diallo, and son, Shakur Barry. Police Officer Wilbert Arroyo is being pinned by his daughters Sophia and Hazel, as well as his fiancee, Stoughton Police Officer Daisy Guzman. Police Officer Elisangela Amato is being pinned by her mother, Ana Maria Amato, and her godson, Leon Amato. Police Officer Emmy Leonardo is being pinned by his father, Luis Leonardo, and mother, Kenya Leonardo. Police Officer Suheti Peralta Rodriguez is being pinned by her daughter Leilani Reynoso and her fiance, active duty Boston Police Officer Salvaris Reynoso Santos. Police Officer Samuel Burrow is being pinned by his father, Stephen Burrow, and his mother, Jennifer Burrow. Police Officer Nicholas Ribeiro is being pinned by his mother, Natalia Ribeiro, and his girlfriend, Lixma Pena. Police Officer Philip Kashabian is being pinned by his mother, Mary Kashabian, as well as his uncle, retired Boston Police Officer Edmund Rottenberg, Jr. Police Officer Amir Tal is being pinned by his father, Ofer Tal. Police Officer Stephanie Kalambokis is being pinned by her father, Michael Kalambokis, and her mother, Virginia Kalambokis. Police Officer Joel Martinez is being pinned by his mother, Margarita Martinez, and his girlfriend, Grisel De Leon. Police Officer Rachel Pinekofer is being pinned by her brother, Jason Pinekofer. Police Officer Ayub Mafoum is being pinned by his father, Mohammed Mafoum, as well as brother, active duty Watertown Police Officer Khalil Mafoum. Police Officer Widzer Gerard is being pinned by his mother, Rosemarie Cadet, and his father, Jean Lasserre Gerard. Police Officer Garrett Byrne is being pinned by his wife, Sarah Byrne, and his brother, active duty Boston Police Sergeant Patrick Byrne. Police Officer Mariela Ferrer Johnson is being pinned by her father, Ruben Rosario, and her son, Joriel Martinez. Police Officer Jonathan Whalen is being pinned by his grandmother, Mary Merdick, and girlfriend Brittany Bartus. Police Officer Ketsia Beauvais is being pinned by her mother, Marie Beauvais, and her son, Isaac Flaherty. Police Officer Alexandra Perez is being pinned by her daughter, Camila Diaz, her son, Cameron Diaz, and her boyfriend, Savil Diaz. Police Officer David Lopez is being pinned by his girlfriend, Michaela Wright, and his son, Kai.
How about a nice round of applause? Please welcome Department Chaplain, Reverend Dr. Gregory Groover, for the benediction.
Let us pray. Oh God, for this day, for this occasion, for this celebration of your new police officers of this great city, 6424, as they now go out, not only as your police officers, but your ambassadors of peace and goodwill. As they take care of the city, may this city take care of them. We pray that every day when they leave their homes, that you will usher them back to their homes and they will find safety, even as they guarantee safety for the people of the city. Bless them in their going out and in their coming in. Shower them with your protection. Grace them with your strength and your compassion and love. And now, may your grace, may your love, may your compassion and communion and commitment rest, rule, and abide with them now and the days to come. And let all people, God's people, say, amen.
Thank you, Reverend Groover. Thank you all for taking the time to join us today as we wish our new officers the very best in their careers. Police Officer Sean Murphy will now conduct the closing ceremony by retiring the class guidon with Captain Dennis Cognivan. Class 6424 will then be logged on with the dispatcher and Operations Division by Captain Cognivan. Thank you.
Paul Charlie 1 to Operations.
Operations is on. Clear the channel. Go for the commander of the Boston Police Academy.
Paul Charlie 1, please log on class 6424.
Paul Charlie 1, Operations has that. Boston Police Operations on all channels and Baypern area-wide 3. Boston Police Academy recruit class 6424 is now logged on. May God keep you safe and good luck. Boston Police Operations operating all channels 13-7.